Hi, everybody. It's Lynn. Welcome. I'm going to take a step back a little bit and show you what I think I'm going to do with some things that came in the June bargain bead box and companion bundle. I kind of had issues that didn't give me a lot of time to work on things in June, so I wanted to show you what I have in mind for doing this. I have this beautiful pendant that I've been in love with from the beginning. And we had these beautiful black onyx, like, I don't know what you call them. They almost look like stretched out bicones, but I guess you could call them oval. And then we had these pretty little spacer beads that I just love, and a little bit of African turquoise Hishi beads. So I have pulled out a piece of beading wire, and I've already put on one side a clamshell closing over a crimp bead. I just can't talk today. I tell you, can't get my words out. But anyway, I wanted to incorporate some of that turquoise into this just to break it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you what I have in mind. I'm thinking I want to do a black onyx bead, and then one of these pretty little spacer beads, and then a piece of our turquoise, if I can get him on here, then another spacer bead, and one of the Z agate beads. And I'm thinking just to repeat this pattern. So let's see what that looks like. I do think I like that. Because obviously I want to feature these black onyx beads and also these Z beads because they're very difficult to create, and you don't see them all the time. So I think I'm going to continue stringing like this until I get that all done, and then I'm going to make a pair of earrings, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So let's just continue. Another gold spacer bead, another African turquoise, another gold spacer, and a black onyx. I love black onyx. I think it's a really, really pretty stone. Another spacer bead, another turquoise, another spacer bead, and a Z bead. Am I missing something? Well, I'll know in a minute, won't I? Goodness. Okay, then another gold spacer bead. Anyway, you guys don't need to watch me do this, so I'll go ahead and get this all strung, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to finish it with chain, and then we'll look at the earrings that I think I'm going to pair with it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have it all strung together. And what I did here under the pendant, I have two of the little gold spacer beads just to kind of, hold that pendant up just a little bit. And I have the same pattern on each side. So now I'm going to put my clamshell on this side to finish that up. So if you want to use a clamshell, this is how you do it. You put your clamshell on first, and then a crimp bead. I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but I opened up my clamshell so I can get in there to close the jump, or my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with me today. So I can close that crimp bead. Okay, so I'm just going to close it flat. And then I'm going to cut off my excess beading wire just above where the crimp bead is, and then just close up my clamshell. You can do it with your fingers, you can do it with a pair of pliers, however you're comfortable with, and get that set up. Okay, I still have a bunch of spacers and I still have quite a bit of this African turquoise, but I'm going to scoot it out of the way right now. And I had already cut 2 pieces of chain to go on our necklace, and I pulled out a couple of different jump rings because I wasn't sure. I want something kind of sturdy. I was going to use these little ovals, but I'm just afraid they're not quite strong enough. I wanted a little bit thicker gauge to do this, so I'm just going to use these guys. So all I'm going to do now is put our chain on. So we're going to put our jump ring through that end and put our chain on, just using that last link, and then close that jump ring real good. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. Through the hole in the clamshell, put our chain on, wheel, and close it up real good, and then we'll put our clasp on. Now, I decided to use this awesome clasp. It opens like so, and I just think it's really, really pretty. So I'll use the same kind of jump rings to put that on. Now let's see, this would be the right hand side, although it doesn't matter with this kind, I don't think, but I'm going to put it like, yeah, I think I want to put it like so. Okay, so let's put this on using 2 jump rings. Okay, we're just going to go through our clasp. Oops. Jump ring's not open enough. This clasp is pretty thick. It's pretty substantial. And attach that to our chain. Close it up real good. Do the same thing on the other side. I may as well just go ahead and open that up some more. Put our chain on and put our clasp on. All right. So here we go. Here's our necklace. That's a beautiful clasp, isn't it? Very ornate. Okay, so now we need some earrings to go with this. So these lampwork beads came in the companion bundle. So if you don't have those, I do apologize. But we also have these tiny little leopard charms. So I pulled out some beads to put together to make an earring. And all we're doing here is I have 2 eye pins. So the first thing I want to do is put my little leopard or little kitty here on one of the eye pins. Close it up. I just find it easier to do this before I put the bead on it, because these beads, they have a larger hole, so the pin goes further into them. What I was doing there is just making sure it was very well closed. Put on our bead. See what I mean? The opening for the eye pin is completely hidden, and that's why I put my cat on first. Okay. Then go ahead, whoop, grab our round nose pliers and make a wrapped loop here. Up and over. Turn the pliers and take it to the back. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this eye pin on before I close this up. Guess I need to open it a little bit to do that. I'm sorry my voice is so scratchy, y'all. I'm not quite sure why, unless it's just allergies. The grass pollen is pretty high here right now, so. And they just mowed mowed the grass this morning, so. Well, come on now. Don't give me such a hard time. Okay, hold that and wrap your loops. Just be as neat as you can. Trying to lay that wire down side by side instead of on top of the previous loop. Okay, cut our excess. And I feel a little rough spot, so just kind of close that down a little bit. Okay, then put on our little gold bead, little spacer bead like that, and do another wrap loop. Now with these, you don't have to be so careful about front and back because, you know, they're going to twist around on these eye pins. I'm going to go ahead and open that up and put my ear wire on it. That way I don't have to open my ear wire. Put it in there, close this back down, and wrap the loop. And we'll have a really cute pair of earrings that, while it doesn't match our necklace, it goes. We have the same colors, and we have that teeny tiny little leopard there, and we have the leopard head on our necklace. So I think it goes really well. All right, cut my excess off. And make sure we squish down that little rough edge. These turn so much, it's almost hard to hold them to do that. Okay, and there we have a necklace and a matching pair, well, a coordinated pair of earrings. And I don't know if y'all remember or if you saw this or not, but these earrings are going to have a little bit of a glow in the dark kind of thing going on. But anyway, all right, well, there was my idea for using that beautiful black onyx and the rest of my Z beads here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll be back very soon with a couple more designs for you out of this, the June package. Okay? All right, you guys remember, take good care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.